We do fun things, because I normally don't go outside. I'm an indoor guy, man. But my wife's exciting, and I want to stay exciting. So I try not to shoot down ideas. Like, she asked me once, she's like, do you want to go rock climbing? And I was like, what kind of rock climbing? See, that's a better answer than hell no, you know? What kind of rock climbing? And she goes, indoor rock climbing. I'm like, hell yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds up my speed. Why would we go outside to do it for real? Why? I'm not trying to be in a documentary, you know? Let's just go inside and do it for fake. Yeah? So we went indoor rock climbing. I don't know if you guys have ever been indoor rock climbing. It's still pretty intimidating. All right, you walk in, it's a bunch of dudes that look like they love indoor rock climbing. Just a bunch of dudes. And then they got the thighs with the... Have you ever seen the dudes with the thighs with the peaks and the valleys? And they're proud of them. They wear little shorts and they just come out like, hey, did you see it from that angle? And you're like, yeah, I get it. Your thighs have abs for some reason. That's incredible. So it's already intimidating. And then I'm there, and then they put you in this harness. Now, if you've ever worn a rock climbing harness, what it does, if you're a fella, is it just bunches up your sensitive areas and just puts them on display for everyone to see. So I put this on, now I'm just walking around this rock climbing gym, just me and a bunch of dudes, just like, well, all right, that's what you brought to the party, all right? This is what I got going on. So it's pretty intimidating. And then we go over to the wall, and this wall is pretty high up. It's like 50 feet, and there's two ways to climb. You can do an automatic belay, and that's where a machine holds you, or you can do traditional, where a loved one holds you from behind and may or may not end your relationship. So we decided to go automatic belay. We're bringing in the machines for this one. And I remember the kid hooked me up, and the kid Clay with his flat-billed hat, like, he doesn't care. He just gets to climb for free if he hooks you into this thing. And he's like, oh yeah, as long as this is hooked in, you won't die. And I'm like, why would you say die? I'm pretty sure they train you not to say die. I would imagine, you know? That would be the most embarrassing death of all time. If I died doing that and that word got out, did you hear Zoltan died? Oh my God, what happened? He was rock climbing. Ooh, no. It was indoor. You guys would be like, oh, how? The floor is padded. How did he do that? That'd be like dying going indoor skydiving. You're like, how does that? I don't know. Someone must have hit the reverse switch on the fan. Turn that into a blender, you know? I always love the reaction to that joke, because you guys are like, is that a button that they would have? I would assume not. So anyway, I'm locked into the automatic belay, and I climbed. You know what I found out? I'm pretty badass at rock climbing. I got up to the top in like 5 seconds. Like a cat, up to the top. The hard part's actually coming down, because you don't climb down, you rappel down, like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. You push off, you come back, you push off, you come back, and you just power hump your way down this rock. And I'm up there, and it's hard to let go. It's really hard to let go, because Emma's like, hurry up. And I'm like, shut up, don't rush me. And she's like, you're good, the automatic belay has you. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's supposed to work, but a lot of things are supposed to work. How many videos are there online where you're like, oh, look, that didn't work at all. Look at him go. So I'm not just going to trust it. So I put a little weight in my ass, and I was like, all right, cool, I feel it. It's got me. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to push evenly with both feet. So you go back evenly, come down, come back to the rock evenly, push off, power hump your way down. But they didn't make that clear during the instructions, because when Clay with the flat-billed hat told me that, he was mentioning that information while he was putting on my genital harness, and that really needed to be 2 separate conversations, all right? You can't slip in need-to-know information when you're messing around down there, because I'm not listening to you, I'm just watching your thumbs. That's all I'm doing. So apparently while he was doing that, he's like, make sure you use 2 feet, and I'm just hearing wah, 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 wah. I'm like, where's that phalange going, you know? So I'm up there, when I push off, I didn't push evenly. I pushed harder with 1 foot than the other, so instead of going back even, I went back sideways. And now I'm going down, but now I'm coming back to the rock sideways. So all those little nubs I climbed, I hit every one of them coming down like a human plinko. It felt like 50 people lined up to sock me in the ribs, and I'm just going down, da, da, da. And I look down, and there's my wife and Clay just laughing at me. And I'm just staring at my bouquet of genitalia going, I am an indoor cat. I shouldn't be out here. Meant to be indoors. step it up a little. All right, there we go. You guys are doing great. They just, as a couple, decided we're not clapping. Let's see what happens. Apparently they underestimated my insecurity, because I will call that out. Everyone must show me love. Otherwise, what are we even doing at this mall? You know? This is where love must happen. I gotta be honest, I've performed next to a lot of mattress stores in my career. This is the closest I've been to it. Like, usually there's a wall separating us. Not just a lot of glass. Like, what time does the show start? Because I got a lower lumbar situation. We're gonna figure this out. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's Wednesday, first time in Sacramento. I'm liking it. Capital. I've lived in California most of my life, and I don't think I ever came up here. Did you say thank you? That was so weird. Because you're right in the front. Like, you're like, thank you for not coming here, but all right, wow. That felt like a compliment from a step-parent. Like, I didn't know how to... It's like, how do you mean that? I think you mean it, but do you? Because California's too long of a state. It's way too long. Because I grew up in San Diego. That's a different state. That's way too far. If you're like, oh, I'm from up there, you're like, that's a different state than from where I'm at. Because I've made that drive before, and most suicidal I've ever felt is that drive from down there to up here. Good Lord, that middle part where there's so much middle part. Whoa. That's why, you grow up in California and say, oh, California's so great. Well, we can show you some stuff. In the middle and to the east. That'll make you go, oh, this is part of it? Uh-huh. This is what we like to call back of house. But I like all of it. I enjoy it. I flew into San Francisco, because I now live in New York, so I flew into San Francisco, it's direct, and then I rented a car, and I drove out here, and I've never, I see the news, and they tell you don't have things in the Bay Area. That's what they tell you. Based on what I've seen on the YouTube videos, if you have things, they will steal them. And no one's coming. No one's coming. You'll get a lot of different angles of cell phone footage of your things getting taken. But no one's coming. And so I was prepping myself, because I brought my camera. I didn't bring both. I own 2 cameras, and I brought my least favorite one. And I was like, if they take one, they can take that one. But I was in my head, I was prepping, I'm like, I'm getting in a rental car, you ever go through that? You ever have like that death wish moment in your head where you're like, no one's taking advantage of me? I had a plan, I'm like, I'll never get too close to the car in front of me at a red light, because then if I notice, I'm just slam it in, I'll run over them that way, and then I'll create an opening. I got full coverage on this rental car. I got all the insurance. You think I'm scared of knocking a mirror off so I get to hold on to my laptop? Oh no. There's a lot of good footage on there of me doing this in other malls next to mattress stores. I can't just let someone steal that from me. But yeah, on the flight over, I had all these fantasies. I'm like, oh, I'll do this, and then run them off, and I'm like, you're not going to do any of that. I will never do any of it, because I know who I am. I'll just be in there like, oh, it's happening. And it happened. It's good, yeah. Like how someone went all. Like, yeah. Like it did. It hasn't happened yet, but that is how it would go down. That's a lot of noise. Thank you so much for clapping. You didn't even take your hands out of your pockets. I like that. Like there's enough people hooting and hollering. We don't need one extra. Oh, it's so good to be here. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is my first official show in San Francisco. I've done San Francisco adjacent. That's how I've done, like, putting on a show here is like trying to get a house here. Like, it's, you gotta know someone who knows someone who's leaving. Like, you gotta shimmy in here, but we made it in. It's good. I like it, yeah. We're at the epicenter of the end, aren't we? I don't know if you knew that, but it's starting here. You guys, and the rest of the country's like, oh, that's because of the Democrats. And they don't know, it's coming. It's coming to where they are, too. Like this half. This half is very worried about I couldn't even bring that up. How dare you? San Francisco feels like a lounge at an airport. You know, some people are in the lounge and everyone else is just not in the lounge. I'm paying for coffees. It's free in here. Did you know that? Sorry, I just got in the lounge and I didn't know how to bring it up. So that's how I shoehorned that. Oh, I love it. So good to be here. Last night I was in Sacramento, and that's a place, you know? I wasn't going to make fun of it, but here I am, aren't I? And that's the capital. That's the main part. That's the part. No one else wanted it. No one else. There's so many places to put it. You're like, no, not there. Here. Let's pick the part where it doesn't look like California at all. It's like you imagine California, and you're like, Sacramento. That's what could have gone San Francisco, could have gone Los Angeles, could have gone San Diego. No, in the middle, flat. Flat, in the middle. People, kind of sad. But there. Everyone in Sacramento looks like they just got a Christmas gift that they didn't ask for. That's what everyone in Sacramento looked like. They just opened their Christmas gift from Nana, and it was a book. Read.